500, 500, yeah, 500, 500, yeah. Oh, sorry camera. Sorry guys. Hello super friends and welcome back to another episode of Superhero Saturday, where we talk about the arts of superheroes, storytelling, and so much more. My name is Annie and forget welcome back, just welcome for the first time to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for watching my videos and sticking around long enough to enjoy them. Over the last 6 months or so, this channel has gone from 100 subscribers to almost 500, and I'm like, wow, so blown away. Thank you so much for the support. According to this trend, if we stay on track, that means we will reach that 500 mark somewhere in the next couple of weeks, which is totally awesome, and I plan on celebrating with you guys. If you've been around this long, or if you've looked around at my channel and seen the video, you'll remember that back in November, when I was just passing that triple-digit threshold, I asked you guys to submit ideas for superhero design concepts, and then for my 100 subscriber celebration video, I took those design concepts and turned them into concept art. It was super fun and creative, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I kept getting more submissions, so I thought that I would go ahead and take the opportunity at this 500 mark to do it again. So if you want to be part of this 500 subscriber celebration, all you have to do is put a comment down below and submit your superhero design concept. You'll want to give me 3 things. First off, a superheroic name for your character. Second, a color scheme or combination, anywhere from 2 to 3 colors. And third, a superpower set for your character, including any types of abilities that they may have and any backstory information, maybe, if you want to throw in there, that might shape who they are as a superhero. I am open to doing character design concepts for super villains and morally ambiguous characters as well. If you've already submitted a superhero design concept on a different video and it was after I did the 100 video, so you didn't get a chance to participate, I will be pulling those to do in this video. So if you've already submitted something, I got your back. Or if you want to submit a new design, go ahead and plop those down in the comments below, and I will gather them together and put them together for a big 500 subscriber extravaganza. Whatever you've got, if it fits into a superhero universe, go ahead and put it down below, and I will turn that into a super design concept. I'm so excited. For this week's video, I'm going to use the same framework for designing a superpowered character and randomize it so that I can come up with an original concept to draw for you guys today as kind of an example, but also just because this is one of my favorite things to do. So I want to do it, and you guys seem to watch me do it, so let's do it together. We'll use the same 3 elements that I described earlier and just randomize the different things and put them together into one concept and draw them in my style. So start thinking about your own designs and let's get started on mine, super friends. All right, super friends, here we go. Now, first off, I just want to tell you guys that I did actually use random generators, but I totally forgot to record it. So for this character design concept, the 3 things that I got to use for this one was the Wacky Axeman for the name, and then the colors were cobalt blue, deep magenta, and light pink, as you can see in the top corner there. And the superpowers were cybopathy, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and hard light constructs. And the way that I got these random generated stuff was by going online. There are lots of really cool resources. For the name, I used fantasynamegenerators.com/hero-names, which is really great. It comes up with a variety of fairly typical sounding but randomly assembled superhero names. And I just clicked that until I found something that was kind of cool. And I don't know why, I just really liked the sound of the Wacky Axeman. It just sounded like, I don't know, a lot of fun. And then for the colors, I just went to randomcolor.com, that's COLOUR, and I just clicked the refresh button 3 times to get 3 different colors, and that's how I got the blue and the magenta and the pink, which was an interesting color combination, but it seemed to work pretty well for me, so I wanted to roll with it. And then for the powers, I went to thestoryshack.com/tools/superpower-generator. Seemed like a really good idea to just have a bunch of superpowers in one place to be generated, and that was how I learned about cybopathy, which I had never heard of before, but apparently cybopathy is the ability to understand the history of an object based on taste. So the character would either eat or taste something and be able to tell you where it came from, the history of where it was, anything around that. So I kind of got this idea to put it with the Wacky Axeman as him being like the kind of crazy forest ranger that, picks things up off the ground and licks them to see some kind of hidden signal in the trail about where to go next. So that was kind of cool. And then since Hard Light Constructs was on that list, I thought that kind of would work together with his code name, the Wacky Axeman, because maybe he can generate any weapon out of Hard Light, but maybe he prefers the axe, and so that's why he's the Wacky Axeman. So as you can see in the drawing, I kind of just put together a couple of different sketches that were based on this concept that was forming in my mind. And since he's not a typical axeman, I decided to kind of go in the direction of the pinks and the slightly more feminine shapes and colors. So it ended up being kind of like Norwegian / Swiss / I want to say like in the Alps or like Northern European style, and just like that clean metro vibe, but he's still an axeman, so he's still out in the forest. He's got his goggles on to protect his eyes, and the plaid that kind of keeps him warm in the cool of the forest, and then the blue would kind of end up being like a denim almost, but because it's a superhero, I decided to just make everything form-fitting and then kind of like seal the deal with the axe over his shoulder made of Hard Light, and then the berry in his mouth, which would probably be a better tasting thing to use his cybopathy on. And that just kind of pulled together to make this really cool concept for the Wacky Axeman as a superhero. I did have a lot of fun using the different tools in my new toolbox for my new art tools, which I'm still practicing on. So I kind of gave it a little bit more of a rougher edges on the lines, and then played around with the lighting and texturing just a little bit because I could. And then filled in the background of him standing on a path, tasting something random from the forest floor, and his axe over his shoulder, ready to track down the bad guys and bring them to justice. And it turned out really cool. So here is my random character design concept for the Wacky Axeman. And there you have it, one super duper character design concept that fits my three-pronged character design approach. And remember, make sure to put your character design concepts in the comments below so that you can participate in the 500 subscriber video extravaganza. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to see more superheroic and artistic content every single Saturday. You can join the team by following us on social media and supporting us over on our Patreon page. And if you want to see my own original, not randomized super team in action, you can go to our website at www.fearless9.com and pick up a new book series that might turn out to be your new favorite. Thanks again for watching, Super Friends, and we'll see you next week.